So I have been trying to figure out how to paint many of the various rooms in my home. They all have different finishes and different colors, and I've been so confused about what to do. So I've called in the Decorologist, Kristie Barnett, to help me. And yesterday you gave me some really, really good tips on eliminating that small wheel and going with larger poster boards of paint.
Yes.
Today I want to find out though about finishes, because when I went to buy paint and the gentleman said, I was like, what, do you want eggshell or do you want satin? I didn't know.
Right.
So what are the differences?
Well, I have some general guidelines as to finishes. On walls, I typically use eggshell. And the reason is because you have a little bit of a sheen, so it cleans up easy if you have children or pets, then it can wipe off, and it has a little bit of a sophistication because of the sheen. I don't use flat paint on the wall because to me it's a little chalky and it can look a little cheap. So eggshell for your walls, and for your finish, for your trim, or for example, your banisters, that's considered trim as well. I would do that probably in a semi-gloss or a gloss finish because it cleans up easier. You can just wipe it down with a cloth when you get fingerprints on it, and it just looks more sophisticated.
It definitely does. Okay, so what other advice do you have for me?
Well, also on the ceiling, you don't want to use a shimmery or a shiny finish on the ceiling, because when you roll out a ceiling with a paint roller, you can see the paint roller marks if it has a sheen to it. So you see on your ceiling, you can see those paint roller marks?
Yes.
So you want to do your ceilings in a flat finish, and those won't show up.
Oh, that's a really good tip to know. Do I have to prime this ceiling like a million times? It's so dark.
Well, if you were doing a light color over another light color, or even a dark color over a light color, you wouldn't have to prime. But in this situation, you definitely need to use a primer first because the color is so dark and intense. So you really want to cover it up, because if you do a lighter color over this and then this color seeps through, you won't get the true color.
Okay.
So I would recommend maybe a tinted primer. So if you wanted to do this room, say in a light green, then you choose, you have them tint the primer in a green, in the light green that you like, and then so you prime one coat of primer, and then you can just do 2 coats of regular paint over that, and it'll all go away.
I love that. Well, now, Kristie, I think I know what I need to do. It's going to be a major project, but one that I think my husband and I are willing to do. And you've been such a wealth of information and so helpful to me. And I want to make sure everybody knows if they want to get in touch with you, they can also read all about you on your website at the Decorologist.com.
Yes.
And a couple of times a month, you are contributing writer to the Tennessean.
I am in the Saturday Style section.
Great. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.